Howdy, guys, and welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Career in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. Well, we finally ticked one off, a monument that we've been chasing, Milano San Remo. It did take, I think, moving to a much more powerful team to get to feature in that finale, and had a lot of confidence in the team to be able to ensure we could have everyone back in check at least for that finale. Just going to do a quick round through just to make sure, yeah, because I noticed just then weekly actions have not copied through. So let's just get those updated and make sure that none are missed. Okay, looks like we're all good. Great. We can start to look at our objective towards the end of the season, which is we're going to do the tour into the Volta. We are going to have a rest after the tour. I'm kind of tempted to do something like this. Maybe that's not the best idea, actually. I want to drag that out just across that period. That should be enough, hopefully, for Albert to be in good shape across the Euros. I think that's what that will do. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's jump back into skills, make sure nothing missing. Great. All right. This episode, after a little bit of admin for Albert, is all about the Flemish Classics. Obviously, we ticked off last episode I guess the initial race of the Classics. San Remo kind of is, sort of. It's a little bit disconnected, but anyway. This episode will be about kicking off the Flemish Classics. So we've got Ghent Welvingham and E3 this episode, and then next episode will be the Dwars Vlaanderen and then the Tour of Flanders. All right, Albert is unfortunately expected on a -1 race day, but we can use one of his skills that he has, which is willpower. So he can overcome a bad day and make it a much better day. So now he's expected to have a +3 for the E3. It is a bit of a hilly-ish race, not exactly, but maybe it's one where there's going to be a bit of a reduced peloton that we could theoretically win out of. Let's jump into it from Hellbrecker to Hellbrecker. All right, here we are. We're a leader for the outside. Our goal is to finish in the top 10. We're not expected to be able to win the thing, but a +3 day with his willpower bonus has his cobbles up to an 80, which is very good news. He should be okay with that. We've got Danny Van Poppel here as well, 77, but he's a very good sprinter, so he might be one we get to revert and focus on. Let's have Marit, I think. Oh, he's going to attack, is he? Apparently. I'll let him do his thing then. We'll just Albert up a little bit here. We'll let Marit go on the attack. I was actually going to have him protect us. Maybe we'll get Jordy Muse to protect us. He's a very good sprinter in his own right, though, and I don't want to necessarily burn him. We have Grissel, one of our young French riders. I think he's a good rider to chaperone Albert around the Belgian countryside today. All right, we're going to jump a little bit forwards to the initial cobblestone and Albert's first taste of the Flemish Classics. Okay, here we are. We're on him. We've got Van der Poel to our left. Kuj is here as well. He's a good cobbled rider. Van Aert as well. Very, very good cobbled rider. Everyone knows well Van Aert. Looks like the first one's been ridden pretty tamely. Albert's able to just kind of, do the old sprinter tactic and slip backwards through the bunch through a bit of a difficult sector. Nothing too wild just yet. We got 6 riders in the breakaway as well, just for a quick update there. We have a rider from AG2R, rider from Bahrain, Cofidis, Ineos have featured up there actually. EF and Lidl Trek have decided to slot a rider in there. All right, that is 2 cobbled sections navigated. We're going to keep jumping forward. Oh dear, we have a crash in Makajuk. He should be able to get his way back on. He's unfortunately 2 minutes off the back at the moment, but there's a pack of 4 with him, so he should make his way back. All right, we're going to jump all the way through to probably the midpoint, which is hopefully where the action might start to kick off. All right, and we are at this midpoint. I don't know what the name of this climb is exactly, but it is awfully hard. We have Mads Pedersen floating around near the front now as well, so all of the main riders here. Maxime Van Gils, another strong climber slash sprinter. I think Lotto have quite a strong team here, actually. They didn't put anybody in the EB either. So I think they're definitely thinking about the win. Albert's looking very strong with half of the race already behind us. That's got up another short and steep climb, which is basically all of Belgium. Um, Up and over that climb there. Perfect. Well, not all of Belgium, but definitely the Flemish part. And now we're going down another descent. But yeah, things are looking very strong. Interesting that Victor Kempenarts is back at um, I forgot the name of this team for some reason. Visma Lisa Lab. Like he is doing IRL actually. He's joining them next season, isn't he? He just announced that kind of dates when this episode when I film these episodes. But yeah, it's interesting in the game in 2027 he's found his way back to the big yellow train. All right, we're gonna keep jumping forward until the action ramps off. I'm expecting that to be around 50. Oh no, we got Kosh with a puncture, Tish Benut's on the attack. Very dangerous rider. These are the cards that Vismalab get to play with how many cobbled specialists they have in the team. Tish Benut, obviously a good hill climber as well, likes the short kind of stuff from this kind of region, I think he is. I'm not too concerned though. He's 70k out, being ambitious, but it's just a card that Vismalab are playing to bait anybody out. All right, this is where I think things are really going to get interesting. We've got Alpecin, Lotto, Quickstep, and even UAE up here. I wonder who UAE actually have in this race. Oh, they've got a young Belgian they've signed in the game. Yeah, he looks pretty dangerous actually. All right, Albert's looking like he's handling the at least early part of this race pretty well, but we have 58k still to go, so we'll keep jumping forward. We've got Mikel's just in front of us. We just went through a very tough section there. You can look backwards and see a massive split in the peloton. Unfortunately, Muse, Van Poppel, and Marit are the wrong side of that split. I'm sure they'll come back. But yeah, Mikel's is here, Pedersen is here, Bjerg as well. He's a very strong rider for UAE. Um, Anybody else here? Wout's right here. Cosnefey taking around his leader. Yeah, a lot of riders paying big attention. We have Lawrence Pithy, very good cobbled rider he is as well. So yeah, it's gonna get pretty action packed pretty quickly, I reckon. And here we are on the Paterberg, a climb that actually features in the Tour of Flanders. A very hard climb this one, but 40k out. Not not close enough for anyone to want to do much. We are only 55 seconds back from the early breakaway. Quick Step are working the front incredibly hard at the moment with Asgren. Oh, we have Dali actually on the attack now. That's a dangerous move. Matej Mohoric trying to go with as well. The Quick Step boys are going to have to react to that. We have Kosh here and Grisel as well protecting us still. We're going to adjust Albert up to probably 90, just so he doesn't lose any wheels through this hard section. The Queermont, very hard climb this one, the Queermont is. 4-star cobbles, 1.8k, it's very punchy. We've got a few riders off the front there. Those two attackers from the breakaway making their way to the early breakaway. We've got Wouts on the front. Asgren's about to make his way back up here. We might have to get Grisel to start working. 44 seconds to those attackers, although looks like Lotto have now hit the front. Yeah, okay, this is looking a little bit better. I think we're going to be able to ride the breakaway down from here. I've got to say, Albert is looking pretty good. There's only 27 riders left. We've got 33k. I'm going to get Grisel to grab Biddens at this point, I think. Okay, we're on another little sharp ascent here. We're catching the breakaway, but it is Sarjat and Mohoric. Very interested to keep things going. We've got Van Moor and Wout here to try and police things with 27k to go. One cobbled section left. Grisel unfortunately missed making it to us. Only 44 riders left up front. I think I got enough drink to make it to the finish anyway. Oh, we have Owen Dool there attacking for Bahrain. We're going to grab Wout's wheel when we can, but for now, there's a lot of riders trying to get off the front basically, so we don't have to worry so much about that. And we're on to the final cobble sector. We're going to grab Wout's wheel. That's dangerous, I think. Well, we need to move forward. Come on, Albert. Perfect. Okay, just maintain for now. Wout or Pedersen's wheel is probably who I'm searching for in this finale, but there's only 20k to go. Ooh, okay, grab that attack if you can, Albert, please. You've managed to get yourself caught behind riders. Ah, dear. Come on, get across, Albert. Get across. You need to be there. Perfect. Good job. Okay. Get your. Hopefully, he can get his orange back. His red back, I mean. This is a pretty cagey finale. I think there's not. I think there's kind of one of those too many riders here, with no one with the confidence to take it for the sprint. Although I suppose Pedersen would have that confidence. Mikel's is also very very quick. I'm probably searching out his wheel for now. We'll grab his wheel. I'm gonna jump a little bit more forward. Wout's on the attack there. We've grabbed Mikel's wheel. There's only 10 riders up the front, 19 riders behind, chasing very, very hard. Oh, Mikel's is attacking. Luckily, we've got his wheel. That is nice to see for Albert. Okay, we'll sit here for a minute. We've got 25 seconds behind. We might jump on the relay with him. I think that's not a bad shout. We'll sit it on 86, just match his effort. Looks like it is. Yeah, we're coming through, mate. Come on. Who is it behind? Looks like it is Wout. We've got a couple riders countering. I'm going to swing onto Mikel's wheel again, I think. Looks like we're going to be caught, so I don't want to really continue with that. Vanderpoel's looking dangerous, so's Wout. I need drink bottles apparently, or somebody back there does. We'll put you on predefined so you can get them yourself. Lawrence Pithy's now on the move. We're going to put it on 2x for a minute. We've decided Mikel's wheel is the one, though. We're going to commit to a sprint. I think it's the way this is looking like going. We'll take the gel with Albert. And we're a bit far back here. Mikel's is moving up. Okay, perfect. It is a good wheel. Ooh, Garner's here. Mikel's is looking dangerous, though. We're going to leave it as late as we can. Okay, launch now with Albert. Biniam Gourmet is looking strong. So is Garner. Where's Albert? He's looking like only fourth place. It is Biniam Gourmet, though, taking that out. Garner in third. Mikel's in second. So we did have a good wheel. We just didn't have the... maybe it's the timing or kind of the fact that we're not the best sprinter to take that out. But fourth place in his first Flemish Classic, not terrible. All right, let's get into the next one. And there's the podium with Biniam Gourmet, who's moved to Movistar this season, and it's paid off very well, taking out the early Flemish Classic for the season, the one that really kicks it off, E3 Saxo. Big result for him. All right, and on to the next one. A top 10, we managed fourth, so manager's pretty happy with that, and so am I. Now we've got Ghent Welvingham, which is more of a sprinter's classic, but that is okay. We're going to maybe be able to line up Jordy Muse or Danny Van Poppel for that one. Another -1 day. Terrible. All right, we're going to use willpower again, turn that into a +3 day, and jump on in. Looks like we do have Danny Van Poppel here, but not Jordy Muse. So we'll be looking after his sprint efforts in that finale, I think. All right, and here we are on the start line of our second ever Flemish Classic from Ghent to Welvingham, the Ghent Welvingham. Go through that massive archway. That is very pretty. I forget what the name of it is. I should get well versed in this stuff so I can call it out. But very cool start of this stage. We'll have, I think, dens to protect us. I like that shout. All right, we're going to jump a long way forward up to those windy sectors unless anything exciting is happening. All right, we're in these windy sections. You can see Lotto's move to the front right away. It's really pushed the pace. We're going to adjust our effort to 86 just so we don't get caught out at all. Maybe back to 83, maybe 86 is a bit much. Wout van Aert's very attentive, so I'm guessing they're all in for him in this race. Be curious to see how they decide to ride it. It was a very weird E3 from them. I don't think they rode that exactly the smartest that they could have. Oh, Mads Pedersen with a puncture, unfortunately. But yeah, not much is happening through this windy section, so we might jump through to the next one and see if any splits form. Okay, we're in the next sector. No real split form. There was a small group off the back, around 40 riders. We're going to leave it on 8x for now, but I don't think anything's going to happen in these main sectors by the looks of it, other than the early breakaway coming back pretty quickly. No, it looks like it's actually set up. Okay, yeah, nothing's going to happen here. All right, we are going to jump forward to the start of the climbs. All right, and here we come. We're about to swing a right, is it? Yes, a right. through town, another right, and we are on the first climb of the day. Not much happening over that one. Lotto leading us over it, by the looks of it. We've got Kempenarts once again terrorizing the front of the group. We're up over the next climb as well. Only 3 minutes 30 to the early breakaway. Looks like it is splitting over the top with only really Albert paying attention. To have Dens here. We're almost out of water, although Marit's actually making his way. That's good. All right, Albert's looking good. We're about to come up to the Camelberg, which is a very hard climb, very steep. Got Christophe Laporte leading us over the front now. And everything is a-okay there at the moment. So I am out of water though. That is not good news. I'm going to get Dens to try and grab it, I think. It has split, so hopefully he can quickly get a fill. Perfect. Looks like he has. Okay, he's going to make it back to Albert. Perfect. So we get some biddens back in. We don't lose out on any wasted energy from not having biddens, which is perfect. All right, we're going to jump forward to the next set of climbs. Oh, Albert's punctured, unfortunately. That is not good. We're going to use sneaking and move our way all the way back through the bunch as quickly as we can. It was a very fast tyre change from the Bora car. Another credit to the German efficiency of this team. We have a couple of riders trying to kick it before we get to the next set of climbs. We're about 3 minutes off the early breakaway. We've still got 50k to go though, so yeah, a little bit early for this action to be kicking off, I would say. No one major is going to be trying to go this soon. All right, and here comes the next major climb of the day. We'll adjust Albert's effort accordingly. Danny Van Poppel's still lurking around here. That's good. Grab my wheel, please, Danny. We don't want you getting shelved. Dens is protecting us as well. That's all looking good. Let's see if we can get one or two of our other riders up onto my wheel. Perfect. Okay, up and over the top of that first climb. We got a few more to go. Grisel, unfortunately, he's crashed. He's out the back now. That is not good. I don't think we'll see him again. 2 minutes now to the early breakaway, and we're already looking at the next climb around the bend. And here we are on it. Mohoric is moving off the front. We have Ineos taking a look at trying to keep it all together. But Mohoric is riding pretty strong. We're on to the Camelberg now. Might chuck it back to 2x up the Camelberg. Pretty steep climb, but Albert's looking pretty good, pretty strong. Danny Van Poppel still has his wheel. That's good news. There's only 34 riders left up here, though. That is not many at all. Got a couple riders. Garner's the most dangerous there, trying to get off the front, but they've only just caught Mohoric, and it is all back together. Lawrence Pithy, Asgren, and who's the other rider? Benut at the front now, and MDVP's floating about. Got 24k left. We're about to catch the early breakaway. They're only 56 seconds up the road. I am pretty happy with how this has gone so far. We'll jump up to this next windy section. All right, so things are starting to really actually kick off. We're going to have to adjust our effort with that as well. I don't want to get left behind. I think Danny Van Poppel's unfortunately going to run out of legs on us. So we need to search for a rider we want to sit on. I think Mikkel's again is not a terrible shout for Albert. So he'll swing back, hopefully find his wheel. Looks like he has. Perfect. I think all these attacks are just going to be brought back. There's a lot of Visma riders and quite a few Lotto riders as well still in this group. So I think there's huge interest in keeping it together for a big sprint. We'll jump forward to the final 5k. There it is, the 5k to go banner. Oh, we're in a good position here. We're under 4k to go now. I can see the kite. Danny Van Poppel's on our wheel with just enough energy to maybe bag a result. Let's hope his legs hold out for a sprint here. It looks like we got Wout. Van Bell's leading out Wout, who Mikkel's has grabbed his wheel. We've grabbed Mikkel's wheel. Okay, launch it with Engel. And then launch it with Van Poppel. Can he go for the late surge? Oh, Albert's almost there. But it is Gourmet once again. Too strong for everyone. Mikkel's in second. Albert actually getting on the podium there in third. How did Danny Van Poppel wound up? It was ninth. So 2 in the top 10 for Bora in the second Flemish Classic. The Ghent Wolvingham used to be a lot bigger than it is these days, although I think it's getting back to that like super prestigious status once again. But yeah, happy with a podium in the Flemish Classics. Not bad at all. All right, let's see some podiums. And there it is. Biniam Gourmet looks like he is on for a tear this Flemish Classic season. Already 2 in the bank. That is huge. Okay, and that's been it for this episode. As you can see, manager is exceptional or exceptionally happy with our results. That's how we'll say that. Third, we'll expect it a top 10. Next episode, though, things get a little bit more serious and they start to really ramp up. We have Doors de Vlaanderen, which is essentially the precursor to the big one, the Tour of Flanders, which is one that should suit Albert. That's one we will be targeting. So that is next episode. And then a bit of eye ahead, we have the Basque Country Tour just to keep the form brewing. It's also an objective for Albert. And then we're going to take part in Roubaix before we head to the Ardennes Classic. So it's a big classics campaign for Albert this year. A nice bit of rest in the middle just to get the legs back and fresh. Actually, I'm just thinking whilst I'm looking at that, 2 rest days in there, 2 rest weeks, sorry, is not a terrible shout. Let's just quickly adjust what he's doing that week. Perfect. All right, so we're going to then have 2 rest weeks. Then we're going to start our slow build up with Tour de Suisse kicking off our campaign ahead of the Tour, our defending of our yellow jersey. All right, guys, that's been it. Peace out.